What's going on, guys? The Film and Everything podcast. We're doing a little bonus episode today. Uh, Concept art leaks have come out for the Colin Trevorrow, uh, his original version of Episode 9, which it was titled Star Wars Duel of the Fates, which I think that's actually a way better title than Rise of Skywalker, but we'll get into that later. I'm here with Josh. Hello, Josh. If you can hear me,
Hello,
say hello.
hello, hello, my fellow followers.
So we're gonna do a little bonus episode today. We want to kind of go through these concept art images. There's been a lot of leaks going on with Colin Trevorrow's version. There's like a script leak, story plot leaks, and these concept arts kind of match with that. So let's just get into it. We'll go through each one and then kind of give our thoughts and why we think this might have been better than the horrendous thing we got a month ago. So let's start. We'll start with the first picture here. We got Ray. Headshot. We got Ray with a double-bladed lightsaber, which, from what we know in the story, it's like she uses the remains of the broken lightsaber from Last Jedi, Luke's lightsaber, and combines it with like her staff and like makes a double-bladed lightsaber out of it, which I think is really cool. I never understood why she was still using a staff and a pistol
A
in Rise of
blaster.
Sky and a blaster. Yeah, blaster in Rise of
Get it right.
Skywalker when she's a Jedi. She's floating with rocks and everything. She's still using a blaster with a stick. Don't don't get it. This is I love this here. This is awesome. Uh, she wiped out all these stormtroopers, First Order. I guess she's in the Star Destroyer, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of this? I love this. I love the whole callback to Return of the Jedi. Literally with the open part and everything, that's straight from Return of the Jedi. The dark outfit with the white part revealing. Uh, it's literally from the end of Return of the Jedi. I love that look. This is a Rey I can really like get used to. That's awesome. That is an awesome look.
Well,
What
and
do you think?
she
What do you think?
was. Well, this is true though. Like he actually tweeted the Colin Trevorrow and said that like those images are real.
Yeah, he basically confirmed it.
Yeah, like he confirmed that these are real. These concept arts of his movie.
He's probably the
And
one exposing, like
yeah,
leaking the scripts.
maybe even Star Wars theory. He said that there's someone leaking all this at like over there. There's someone trying to screw
People
over
are not
Disney.
happy. People are not happy at Lucasfilm for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's a spark.
It's
It's
the
a
spark
spark.
that'll. Yeah, they're forming a rebellion at
Yeah,
Lucasfilm.
yeah. They're gonna take down Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Um,
No, yeah, yeah. He tweeted. It was one which we'll get into the picture now in a bit. It's one of the concept arts, but he pretty much confirmed that it's real. Um, he didn't say much about it. He just said that it was, yeah, it's real. R2 doesn't die. He was just answering a question.
damaged. It was like
He was just
damaged.
damaged, but the fact that he answered and everything, I'm sure he's happy that it's out there. Because I don't know, I'm really liking what we're seeing so far. Let's take a look at another one. I love this image though. I love her look.
No, this look is also
This
like
is
this is
it
Ray. This is
looks
what
like
Ray should have
yeah.
been.
This looks like if she's progressed over the movies. It's not just the same because she's been
Yeah,
the same every
yeah.
movie.
She's been wearing the same outfit.
Oh,
Like they couldn't afford any other clothes.
yeah, it's like it doesn't make any sense because she
And,
should be
it's such an
progressed.
awesome
Look at Luke
callback.
and yeah, that's amazing. And her double bladed. It makes sense for her to have a double bladed lightsaber. She's
Yeah,
always
she used a
using a
staff,
staff. So give her why
a
why
double
not do
bladed,
this? And that's it. Like get rid of the staff, get rid of the blaster,
and she looks
have her
awesome. She looks
yeah,
like that's like and like the way like she looks like that's like a cool Jedi character. Like that's a
have her
badass.
become a full Jedi, not this crap of I'm a Jedi but I don't use my lightsaber. It's
Yeah,
stupid. Anyway.
Disney's very against lightsabers. I've realized that. I noticed
This
that.
guy looks like he's about to get nailed. This
Yeah, I know
rebel.
he's done. Yeah, he's done. This guy.
He's done for the day.
That's kind of cool. It's
So
like a little lightsaber or something. Like a little what's it called? What's this?
this traitor is executed with a light blade guillotine on Coruscant. So this
Wow,
movie was going
Coruscant,
back to Coruscant. I think that's awesome.
where it all started.
I love this image here. This looks like Phasma. Uh, it could be anyone else, but I'm kind of getting like a Phasma vibe there.
Maybe it's another Phasma type
Yeah,
character.
maybe. Since Ryan Johnson killed off Phasma, but I'm loving this. This is a good way to show like the First Order isn't messing around. They're executing traitors. You
It's too
know,
dark for them. It was too
yeah,
dark. So they
Disney
want.
would never do that. But I love this. This is great, and I love the whole guillotine use.
That's
And
awesome.
on Coruscant, I think that's awesome. Uh, it's great that they're in this from so far what we're seeing. They're really going everywhere from the prequels and the sequel original trilogies. They're going into all these worlds, and he wasn't afraid to visit them again. For
Yeah.
some reason, Disney just didn't want to deal with the prequels ever again, and it's like you can't. It's all one universe. Definitely a good image there, though. Let me see. Uh, Biskova. This one is really cool. It's Ray and Luke training on Korolev, and this is a great image. Just look at that.
Because in the script, I think it's this part where he's like urging Ray to get stronger in the Force because Kylo's too strong, and
Yeah,
he's like full rampage. He's too far gone,
yeah,
which I
yeah,
really like. I like how like Luke is a ghost, but he's still there. Like he's still, you know what I mean? Which I like. And I like
yeah.
how
He's
it's
actually has impact in the story.
yeah, and and it's like him urging Ray to get stronger because Kylo. I love that Kylo's full bad.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah. This is a great shot. Luke actually being involved, him
Imagine
actually
seeing
training
this.
her.
Imagine seeing this in a,
Yeah,
like in
that's
a
the thing.
movie.
I could see it. I feel like I could see it with the music and everything. It
Yeah.
seems very majestic. It seems awesome.
It
And
has a mix of the prequels feel with the original, and a
yeah, I
little
love
of
it.
new, and it has like a new take on it, which I like. It
I
like
love that
because
he
look,
did that.
Last Jedi sucked. That's Last Jedi. What he did, Last Jedi was terrible. But I like the fact that Colin Trevorrow was story with it,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah,
like.
just honoring the original films. This is a great image though. Her actually being trained by Luke because we never get that.
Yeah,
I love that Luke is still working and still doing his thing. This is great. Her training, meditating in this landscape. It's like a tunnel or something.
looks
Looks
like
very
a
interesting.
I don't know. It's like a Jedi temple. Looks like a Jedi temple.
Yeah, it says it's on Korolev.
I don't.
Well,
Oh wait,
yeah,
is that from Fallen Order?
maybe.
That planet sounds familiar, right? It sounds like it's
Yeah,
from
it does
Fallen
sound
Order.
familiar. It does sound familiar.
From
Again,
Fallen
Colin
Order.
Trevorrow did a lot of research for this. You can tell.
You can tell.
Uh,
You can tell. But just by these arts, these concept arts, you
yeah,
see this is a
the
Star
way
Wars
he's
fan.
the way he's mixing the prequels and the original worlds together. I love that. I thought that's what this needed.
This city looks really cool. The
Yeah, this
where
is
Poe, uh, Bonadan, was it Bonadan?
Bonadan, I guess so. Yeah, it's
Where
like
Poe lived with his grandfather.
interesting. So this is like
That
Poe's backstory, which is completely different from Rise of Skywalker.
yeah. Now he's
Rise
was
of
a
Skywalker, he's
cocaine
like he's like a
smuggler.
smuggler. It's like okay, so this just goes to show. Now I understand why these actors are over it because they don't even know where their characters are going anymore. So they
Hey,
just have to wait
yeah.
because it went from I lived here with my grandfather to I'm a smuggler in this other world.
He's
This is a
he's,
great shot though. Again,
he's
like
Narcos.
he's Narcos now. I love the world building here. Look at these shots.
Yeah.
Like this
Look,
feels like
that's the
Star Wars.
Falcon right there. That's the Millennium
Yeah,
Falcon,
that's like them flying in maybe. Um,
and that looks nice. Like
yeah.
you see that full CG and stuff.
Yeah, this is a great shot. I love the world building here. Like these concept arts. It is an interesting combination of prequel and original trilogy stuff. I don't know. This gives me a vibe of the prequels,
And this is a new planet, which I like too. It's a new planet that you're
but it
getting.
looks like it belongs there. It looks very familiar. It
Yeah.
gives me like it reminds me a lot of the prequels. You know how the prequels, the worlds were always huge, and I don't know
Yeah.
these sequel trilogies. It's like I don't even know where they go half the time.
I love this. This is awesome right here.
Yeah, this
This
is
is really
Poe and Ray pilot a razor sail through Bonadin waters, chased by
so.
the Knights of Ren.
So those two concept right there, it like continues. And she look, Ray has a different outfit. It looks like, wait, what was it? It was Ray and Poe.
Ray and Poe, yeah. I
So
don't know which one is
Poe,
Ray.
no,
I don't know
Ray's
where
on
she's at.
the Ray's on the right shooting like that turret.
Interesting.
So she's wearing like an all black outfit there. I like that.
Yeah,
And Poe has like a cape on. It's like he has
this
like a cape.
definitely looks a lot more like Star Wars than.
And Knights of Ren,
Oh,
the biggest waist.
yeah, they're definitely a waste. I like the
I,
ship again.
I know, like
Cool shot.
it's adding new things in the world. It's adding new things. Like, look, that's a cool ship. That's the Knights. What's it called? The ship?
Let's see. Chased
Knife
by the
Nine.
Knights of Red, Knife Nine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
very.
now, is that what is that the ship called? Is that
Yeah, in the Knife Nine, and then they're on a razor
cool?
sail ship.
That's cool.
Yeah, this one is great though. The next one, Tor Valum, which was supposedly going to be,
A Sith
uh,
teacher. He's like a
yeah,
Sith like teacher. He's gonna teach Kylo more of
like
the
an
dark
additional
side.
villain in the story. He goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. He was involved
He's
with
seven
Palpatine,
thousand. He's 7,000 years
seven
old.
thousand years old. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think it's like
Uh,
7,000.
yeah. So he was involved with Palpatine. Palpatine left a message
To
if he
Kylo.
had died
Oh yeah,
for Darth Vader, I think it was.
yeah.
And since it wasn't Darth Vader, the message exploded, and he like Kylo Ren got burnt all across his face,
Which you're gonna see in the next shot.
which is coming up now. But this is the guy. This is like
That's
the
from I think from
ancestors.
Fallen Order. It looks like.
Yeah, the species looks very similar,
Yeah,
very
that's
intimidating. He has like six eyes.
that's cool. Like that's
Yeah,
awesome.
imagine
That's really.
getting this and him teaching Kylo even the darker ways of the
But
Force and
see, this is
everything.
so Star Wars though. Like this feels Star Wars.
Like, it's mixing again, mixing those prequels and originals together, and this is a great image. This looks like an interesting character.
I can see like
Um,
Andy Serkis voicing that character, even though he was Snoke. But
he just voices everything.
because he has that good deep voice, that's why Snoke was such a waste of a character. Because he
Yeah, he
really played
was.
it so
He
well.
really was.
So this
That's a
part right
great
here,
character, though.
this part where
This is
Kylo
really cool.
fights Vader, supposedly that's Tor Valum, the last image, that Sith teacher, that's putting it into his mind, and it's like a
Yeah,
realistic vision, and he loses badly. Like he loses.
this is a
It's a
great.
gruesome fight. It said it's like a gruesome fight.
Yeah, it's very brutal. I love this Darth Vader and Kylo going at it. That looks
And
awesome.
look at Kylo's outfit too. It's very shredded. Like the bottom and
Yeah,
very like he looks more like destroyed. Like looks more darker, which I like.
yeah.
Not as
He
clean.
has a new mask on too, if you
It's
notice, which
yeah
we'll get into later on.
yeah
That's actually after when his face burns. I think what happens is he gets this like some sort of Mandalorian steel or something,
and
and
puts
the
on his
helmet is
face.
still
Yeah
hot. So when he puts it on, it kind of molds into his face, which is actually really cool and interesting.
yeah
It kind of
so
has like
yeah
this prequel old ancestry vibe. The mask, if you look at it,
yeah.
it
Colin
looks
Trevorrow,
very
he
interesting.
was I like the ideas that he was
He was
having with this.
honoring it a lot. I love that. I would have loved to see that cave sequence for sure.
This is
This is a
that's
great
awesome.
shot. This is a great
That's
shot. The First Order occupied Coruscant.
look at that. It's like their ship like hovering over like the city. Is that what it looks like, right?
Yeah, but I guess it's like a city on the Star Destroyer.
Yeah, because the bomb looks like yeah, it's very weird. I like that though.
Yeah, that's
God,
like showing that they've taken over,
man,
which is awesome. That's a great shot. That's just there's not even much else to say about it,
that's really like dude. That in
especially
the
for the
movie, that
last movie.
yeah,
Yeah,
where it all starts. Like that's where
you can see
Anakin, you know.
this. You can see this. Like you could imagine it with the music and the visuals, and that's a great shot. And it is true. It's going back to the prequels while also establishing the originals. Like it's all coming together, and it makes so much sense for the final movie to do this, and we
Dude,
didn't get that at
I wish
all.
we saw that Vader Kylo fight in the cave. I wish we did.
Especially it being brutal and everything.
That was
This one
gruesome.
is this is cool. I'm not a big fan of the Rose character, but the fact that he was still getting everyone involved and making the
Yeah,
best out of it. This one is Rose, Finn, 3PO, and R2 attempt to activate the beacon of Coruscant to broadcast Leia's hologram to the galaxy.
that's good.
And
That's good. I like
this
that.
is interesting here. Again, at least it's giving Rose something to do that actually.
Yeah, and I like how she's actually like because in Last Night she was supposed to be a mechanic, right? But she doesn't really fix anything, and
Yeah,
she's like,
there's no point of her being a mechanic
yeah,
in the story.
but this one I like how she's like fixing up. She's being a like a mechanic here.
Yeah, she actually contributes to the story,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I
See,
love this
see, and look
episode.
at Finn when he has like a blue jacket on.
Yeah, Finn
Like I
has
like
always
how
been
they
an
have
interesting
different
character.
looks. I like how they have different looks. I like that.
Yeah, then you get 3PO and R2 with them. Interesting. That could have worked maybe. This is another great shot here
Oh
after
yeah,
that.
that's cool.
So most of the movie here, from what it seems
It's like
like,
Coruscant.
it's gonna take place in Coruscant, which I think is perfect. It's just bringing everything together, all the stories together. This is R2 and C3PO roaming the streets of Coruscant. Coruscant's not the same anymore. It's been so many years.
Yeah,
That's a
they're
great shot.
like slaves and stuff, right? I think like
Yeah,
slaves.
there's like an underground world now. People are like homeless. It's kind of like a Blade Runner vibe. That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
People on in the streets, they're just it's just a mess and smugglers everywhere and stuff like that, which I think is awesome. There's a great shot of
It
3PO and
is.
R2 walking in the Coruscant streets here.
Because R2 is
This
nowhere.
this looks photoshopped, but like Finn just yelling there.
No, no, it's a concept. Yeah, you can tell. Like it was. Yeah, I guess he's like yelling. Oh, because he's rallying like the people
Everybody's
and the
making fun of it,
underground.
saying he's just yelling for Ray again.
Right.
That's all he does in these movies. But this is awesome. It's him in the underground because he does rally up all the people in
Underground.
the
Yeah,
underground of
to fight
Coruscant,
against them. Yeah, it's
and
cool.
I like what they do with his arc and this story because it's him getting stormtroopers, defective stormtroopers, to fight back against the First Order and get
Yeah,
them
he
out of.
becomes more of a leader.
Yeah, and he helps other people break out of the First Order as well, which is a great. That's actually a good arc, and instead of just him not doing anything.
Yeah.
This is a cool shot of him rallying all the troops up, getting people to rebel, which makes perfect sense. This shot right here is awesome. Rey faces a monster outside the forest of Mortis. Look at that. I mean,
Dude, I love that the cape.
that is
Yeah,
awesome.
the cape with the blue, double bladed.
This is another
Mortis. I'm like, God,
callback.
these names sound so familiar. These planets, but I
Yeah,
just can't remember.
Mortis is supposedly a really important one in the Star Wars universe. I love this shot. This is another callback to, I believe, Return of the Jedi, when Luke fights that monster in the cell.
Yeah,
This is a little callback to that.
it's like a
Uh,
bigger one though.
Imagine seeing this with the visual effects today and everything. Her with a double blade.
I know.
Could have been so epic, and
Mortis, it
we
really
got
bothers me. I can't remember the planet. I can't remember it. So many
it.
planets.
Yeah, there's a lot, but this just disappoints me because we could
That's
have gotten something really
cool.
cool.
This is cool right here too.
Yeah, this is underground Coruscant, what it seems like. Citizens painting and preparing old walkers. Because I think what happens in the beginning of this movie is they steal a Star Destroyer.
Yeah,
So from the first concept art we saw of Rey in the Star Destroyer, I think they steal it and they
and
take
it
it back.
has they take the Tie Fighters, the
That
Walkers.
becomes like their base, and then on
Yeah,
Coruscant, this is them painting it up, making it their own, getting ready for what's to be like the big battle that Finn is rallying up
which
on
you
the
see in the
ground.
next, or you see on the next
Which
image,
yeah, which leads to this one right here, which is
which is cool. Which because you have stormtroopers with them. We have stormtroopers. You see the stormtroopers.
yeah, because Finn he rallies up defected stormtroopers, so it's people fighting back, even the First Order's own, a lot like Finn fighting
Yeah,
back against the First Order. This is a great shot.
and those AT-ATs. What's it called?
Yeah,
AT-ATs.
they're like new versions of them, but I love
Yeah, look
that.
at that. That's cool.
Imagine that battle sequence just leading to that moment. That looks so amazing.
And it's on Coruscant.
It's all in
You
Coruscant.
can
Yeah.
tell because if you look at the background, look, that's where the main Star Destroyer is. You see how the
Yeah.
bottom?
So this movie seems to be taking a lot in Coruscant, Mortis. Uh, where's Darth Vader's palace that Kylo Ren goes to? I think that's
That's
it.
a Mustafar.
It might have been
It's that
Mustafar's.
fire one. It's that fire one. I
It might
think,
have
right?
been. Let me see. It might be in the later ones. Yeah, it is. Well, we'll get into it, but again, that's a great battle shot. Here's another shot
Power.
of the stormtroopers preparing against
It's just like
the
trenches. They made
rebellion.
like a trench.
And if you notice the trench, it's all the old X-wings
Yeah.
and fighters. That's amazing. Just again, like acknowledging the lore of Star Wars and bringing it all together. Uh, it seems like this whole battle in Coruscant was going to be really epic, because then on this next one, R2 gets destroyed,
Well
and
damaged.
yeah, he doesn't die, but we just found that out today, but severely damaged. C3PO gets like the most emotional we've ever seen. Him with R2, and at the background, if you notice, that seems like a Star Destroyer or some sort of ship in the background. Definitely on Coruscant. Uh,
And
this is
Chewie carries him on
Yeah,
his
Chewie
back.
puts him on his back and carries him out. This is epic. This is look at this battle seemed like it actually had stakes and
It did.
scope. That's a great shot. That seems like it could have been a really emotional moment, especially just using the C3PO and R2 and really giving them something to do. Here, yeah. So Mortis, I think, is the main place where the battle happens for Rey. So here we have Rey and Kylo fight at the peak of the temple on Mortis with Kylo's new mask. So I think Mortis is where Vader's temple is, if
Mm.
I'm not mistaken. I think that's where he gets the information about Palpatine. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems like here. Temple on Mortis at the peak of it. This is a
That I
great
love this
shot.
shot. I love this shot. It reminds you of like Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, Rey. I love the outfit,
See, yeah, because
all
she
black.
has a little bit of armor on
Yeah, she
too.
looks like she knows what she's doing by now. Like she's experienced, she's trained. Cause in
How do
all
they not
the
approve this? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I don't know. Cause in Rise of Skywalker, she just looks the same. It feels like a Force
And
Awakens
there's no
sequel,
fight.
and
Like
there's
there's
no
no.
fight. Yeah.
And
Here
look
though,
at his helmet. Look at that. It's an
yeah,
awesome
that
helmet.
is great. That is amazing. And I love look at her fighting and the emotion in the fight, and I love what she's wearing as
And
well. It
yeah,
gives
if you
them
look at Kylo, look at Kylo. He has like some holes in him. Like it's all ripped
yeah.
up. He's
And
full Sith.
she looks experienced, you know?
Yeah.
She looks like a Jedi, not just like a scavenger with her lightsaber. But this is amazing. How they don't approve this, we'll never know. I
And
think maybe it was just too dark.
and Kylo looks full Sith. That's
I don't know
awesome.
when this takes place, but it's Luke blocking Kylo's lightsaber with his hand. Again, he is like a Force ghost. They established how he could interact with that.
Yeah,
With
Star Wars theory. He said that it's like this to power that. So it's like his hand is wrapped around like the Force, so it's able to like grab it. That's why it's like his hand.
Yeah, I that's a great shot, and his face too. I think it's him realizing like
He's too
that
far gone. Like
he's
it's
too
it.
far gone.
Man, that's cool.
That is awesome, and I love that idea of like he's too far gone in the dark side, and it's just that's nothing else. There's more stakes in that. There's more emotion in that, rather than just like, oh,
Because
okay, I'm
he's a
good.
because he's a Skywalker technically.
Yeah.
He,
Again, this is again another example of why I think Disney chickened out on this script. This seems very dark. Once it becomes clear the First Order is losing the Battle of Coruscant, Hux pulls out a purple lightsaber and commits
Mace
seppuku
Windu's. He pulls out Mace Windu's
and
lightsaber.
stabs himself. So
And
yeah, because
stabs
what I
himself.
found out is Hux's side story, he was really obsessed with the Jedi, and he was collecting lightsabers. And one of them that he happened to have was Mace Windu, which makes sense because it's on Coruscant. He was collecting different lightsabers because he's always been fascinated by them, and but he was never one of them. And then it's him killing himself with Mace Windu's lightsaber, even though it's red here. I don't know why, but in the script it says Mace Windu's purple, and in the background you have Coruscant just in
Wait,
flames. They're losing the battle. That's a great shot. Again, Disney
that's
is too
epic.
dark for Disney.
Oh my
But
god.
that is amazing. And again, giving Hux some sort of character arc too, giving him something more to
And
his character.
this next concept art is just I love this idea of it.
Yeah, this is a
Like
great
Leia
callback
wearing
right here.
she's wearing a New Hope. She's wearing her New Hope like outfit,
Yeah, the white outfit
the white
with
outfit, and doing the
BB-8.
hologram.
Yeah, I like that mix of the old and new generation. You see, like, I'm cool with this. I like this. And her giving the hologram to send the beacon out to all the other planets, and that seems like the
And she's
main
wearing
focus of the
the classic outfit.
classic white outfit. Love that.
Oh
Love
my
that.
god,
I don't
it's a
know,
shame.
man. When I saw the script leaks, I wasn't too sure, but when you read
You
the script
visualize it.
leaks and you start to see the visuals of what they had in mind, so when you have the visuals to, I mean,
I love
this
that shot
all
with
looks
Ray and Kylo
amazing.
fighting. Ray and Kylo.
It's just a shame because it's kind of like, I mean,
I love
this
that shot
all
with
looks
Ray and Kylo
amazing.
fighting. Ray and Kylo.
It's just a shame because
I mean, yeah, I mean, good if you like the right Skywalker, but how do you like the Palpatine aspect? Which I don't get. But like that way,
yeah,
like
so
Palpatine, I just can't like the Palpatine. I hate that he came back. It was so stupid.
yeah, yeah, that just seems so forced and her becoming a Palpatine because in this story she's no one.
She's
Colin
no.
Trevorrow just kept following the Last Jedi story arc. And I respect that he tried to follow it and just made the best out of it. And I think it actually made a more interesting movie.
That would have been a lot better because would it be as like you can tell they like it wasn't as what's the word I guess not as messy the trilogy
Right.
would it be
Yeah.
not as messy.
Because yeah, that's the thing with Rise of Skywalker. It was too much on trying to fix Last Jedi, which I understand that, but
Yeah,
it just affected the film, and it just made it.
he
It
couldn't
just
do his
wasn't a
own
good film.
vision. He couldn't do his own vision that he wanted. Like he couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
So it's a shame. It's a shame, but
It is. It is.
this I think would. I'm
Eh,
hoping
whatever.
that later on down the line, Colin Trevorrow could come out talking about it. George Lucas could come out talking about it, and I want to hear everyone's versions of what these movies were supposed to be, and just see, because this was a mess. It was just
All
a
because of
mess.
Last Jedi.
Yeah, and but even just Lucasfilm, Disney in a whole, they should have tried to maybe
They should have
honor
approved
George Lucas more. This should have definitely been approved. I think this would have been a much better film, more interesting, but
because
it is what it is.
it's a dark take. It's not your
Yeah,
typical ending.
it's too dark for them, and that's the
Yeah.
problem when you have an influence like that. But yeah, guys. Anything else before we wrap it up?
No, just I'm already sad
Just
as it
it's a
is.
shame. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, guys. Let us know what you think. Do you think this idea is better? Is it worse? Let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed it.